Hello, everyone. I'm Bobtheorc, and welcome to episode 3 of the lessons of Miyamoto Musashi. So let's go build our campfire, and let's sit down and have a talk about his teachings. And in this one, we're going to discuss how, under any circumstances, don't depend on a partial feeling. I believe his words were, "Do not, under any circumstance, depend on a partial feeling." And this is an interesting one. And because a lot of times in life, we kind of want to do something, but we're not sure. We kind of feel like this might be a good idea, but we're not sure. And there's a lot of hesitation. And everybody's always talking about how you got to do something, you got to do something. And it's important to remember that sitting and being still and thinking about a situation is doing something. And so you should never be pressured into acting before you're ready, because decisions have consequences. You know, in business you learn this very quickly. If you make a decision and it goes badly, then you pay for it. And half-hearted decisions tend to lead to half-hearted results. And so when when you're wanting to do something, a lot of times it's worth exploring and gathering information before you fully commit. And that's okay. That's not quite what he's talking about. But there comes a certain point in time where you have to commit. So, for example, a long time ago, there was a guy that I was looking at hiring, and he was doing some cell phone repair, and he had some skills that I needed for my business. And I wasn't quite sure if I trusted him or not, and so I brought him on as a contractor and I gave him a few projects just to see if he'd work out. And I wanted to, because I didn't have a complete feeling yet on him. And through these initial trial projects, he proved that he was going to be unreliable. You know, we caught him doing some drugs in the back of the store, and then he passed out in a face full of pizza. So obviously this was a no-go, so we didn't hire him. And because I waited before I made a commitment, we tried him out on a couple of projects. I gave him an opportunity to show his worth, either for good or bad. And so because I waited and I took time to think, I was able to make a good decision. And then once I made that decision, once I decided, okay, this guy's not going to work out, I went forward and didn't give him any more projects. And he later came back and said, "Hey, give me another shot, give me another shot." No, I'm sorry, I've made up my mind. I can't allow for that kind of behavior. So it's important in life that you are certain about your decisions. Now that doesn't mean jump in without looking. You've got to look and understand your situation. Like I said in lesson 1, you've got to understand the world for what it is. Things either are or are not. But when you make your decision and you have a strong feeling about it, that's when it's time to take action, because you have to commit yourself fully to your action. There are certain lines that once you cross these lines, you can't step back. There's no takebacks. There's no refunds in life. You make your decision, and that's what you have to go with. So you need to make sure that you can commit fully to your decision. And then also, you should trust your subconscious. A lot of times when you're uncertain about an idea, I don't know if I want to buy this thing or not, there's pros and cons. If you have that uneasy feeling, there's usually a reason for it. That's your subconscious telling you something just doesn't quite add up with this. And you should trust that, because your subconscious exists for a reason. And so a lot of what Musashi meant, I think, by don't depend on a partial feeling, is if you're not fully sure that this is a good idea, then the answer is no. Saying no is almost never a bad idea. It may not be the best idea, but you'll seldom get in trouble by saying, no, no, I don't want any of that. So, like I said, be certain about your thinking before you take action, and then when you take action, you should be prepared to commit fully, because a half-hearted decision, or half-hearted action for that matter, will not yield good results, and we don't want to fail. A lot of success in life is avoiding these catastrophic mistakes and making good solid decisions. So we're going to leave this one here. I hope you liked this video. Please share it with your friends, and like and subscribe to my channel. And don't be assholes to each other. That's really important. The world would be a lot better if people would treat each other well. So, I will see you in the next video. Thank you.